Welcome to Mission Australia Mission Employment's Build a Boat Beyond 2000 project. The project was first started in 1999 and has achieved great success, winning the Prime Minister's Awards for Excellence in Business and Community Partnerships. In keeping with our mission statement, Building Boats, Changing Lives, we aim to see the lives of many disadvantaged and unemployed people changed for the better through a new initiative of work for the Dole and the Build a Boat project. 72% of our past 95 participants have gone in to find full-time employment or further training. Not only new skills have been developed through this unique program, but also the low self-esteem of many has been positively changed for the better.
Before this program I was an unemployed personal trainer, done my skills and then got out and found there was no work out there in my industry, so I was basically just looking for work. Pretty much because I'd never done anything like this before. I'd realised that what I'd been doing before wasn't working. I needed something new to liven myself up for a job prospect. I heard about the Build a Boat program a few months before I started, just through the office, the unemployment office. Then when I was asked to be part of the program, I was given a choice of 4 different programs to be on, and this is the one I selected. This program has benefited me in a few ways. The first one being that I've learnt new skills that I didn't have before, therefore it gives me another option to look for employment. I've come along and I've found a few different contacts through people involved with boat building and other avenues of fiberglassing. The Build a Boat project has been very good to me in particular. We've learnt lots of new skills. There's quite a few people here with me doing it at the moment. I'm a big supporter of the Work for the Dole project. I think it breaks the monotony and helps you learn working skills, and I definitely recommend it for the unemployed people out there. I'd definitely try and get on a Work for the Dole project like this one.
With all the hard work that goes into producing these purpose-designed yachts, there has been no greater reward than seeing the faces of the participants in Sailability. The Sailability organisation took ownership of the first vessels on the 20th of January 2000, and since then the benefits of this donation have been too great for words. For the first time in a long while, those less able can compete with able-bodied in sport even at the highest level.
Sailability is an organisation dedicated to assisting disabled people to go sailing. One of the things that we try and highlight is the abilities of people with disabilities, and we try and encourage them to do well and to extend themselves so that they can develop what remaining abilities they have. And some of the experiences we've had have been quite marvellous. We had Ian, for instance, who was had a motorbike accident and was in a coma for 6 months, in a wheelchair for several years, and then he gradually was able to get about, and he came to Sailability. Initially we had to put him into the Payne designed Sailability sloops with a sling. Now he can, just with the experience and with developing his abilities, he can actually get into the boats by himself. In addition to the recreational sailing, which we have every Tuesday for over 50 people, disabled people, we're also getting involved into competitive sailing, and the competitive sailing is done in conjunction with the Southport Yacht Club on weekends, where we use both the access dinghies and also the David Payne designed day sailors, where we enter into the races and we have disabled people competing in the races. These 2 boats have been a marvellous acquisition to our fleet, and has really helped Sailability to go forward with a more comprehensive fleet of boats which we can use in all types of weather, and we can use them both for competitive and recreational sailing. Many thanks from Sailability to Mission Employment.
However, this would not all be possible if it were not for the generous sponsorship and donation of major companies such as Fiberglass International, 3M Marine, Metabo Tools and Puma Air Tools, to name a few. The donation of materials and funds from these companies alone has acted as the backbone for production of these David Payne 7.4 metre yachts. Our continued effort in partnership with these companies has allowed us to produce more vessels for the Saleability organisation. However, new demands have caused an increase in the production, and therefore there is a greater need for sponsorship. Like many of the sponsors, FGI have enjoyed not only their combined involvement with Mission Australia, but also have benefited by having their name and logo in prominent positions on our vessels. A major advertising opportunity has the potential to reach international markets.
Fiberglass International is a fiberglass distribution and manufacturing business, part of the Nuplex division of a group of companies. We distribute fiberglass materials to industries throughout Australia, New Zealand and Asia Pacific region. We bit Mission Employment at the Sanctuary Cove Boat Show 2 years ago, and we had a presentation given to us there and a proposal, and that's how the project came about, and we've been in partnership ever since then. And the company's involvement has been to supply our materials for the project so that they can manufacture the boats, and we've been trying to get the people into using our new materials and getting them used to that, so if they get into our industry, they've got a familiarity with our product range. The biggest benefit was the Prime Minister's Awards, where we got excellent recognition. We were the state finalists and winner of the state. We've had a lot of media coverage, a lot of good publicity and advertising through the papers, radios. It's been excellent advertising for our company. We recommend other companies to try and find something like this that benefits the employees. You help a community group, you see other people gain out of it. It's a way of putting back into your community something that you wouldn't normally get the chance to do and participate in, so it's a very worthwhile project.
As you can see from these testimonies, being part of the Build a Boat project is great. Not only are you helping young Australians to gain employment and a better future, but you also better the lives of those less able people, giving them a hope outside the walls of hospital and a chance to experience freedom. Such an increase in publicity as this project has already received will only increase the chances of sponsors to gain recognition in helping the community in which they live. The international market for these vessels is enormous and will lead to overseas events which will attract international audience and thus recognition for all sponsors. If you are interested in being part of this unique community-based program that has benefits for all those involved, you can contact Mission Employment Mission Australia at Nerang for more details of how you can participate.